My friends, it's time for me to go over the top 5 things that I believe Swtor should do to improve itself in 2020 and beyond. Let's talk about it. Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my Swtor brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far away? If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for all your Swtor fun news, guides, and updates right here, right now. My friends, we should all be in agreement that there are some things that Star Wars The Old Republic, produced by BioWare and made by it, should do to improve its game, to possibly bring more people into the fold, and just to make life a bit better, and to come into the later times of the 21st century. It's been almost 10 years, and I think it's time that we talk about what I believe are the top 5 things that Swtor needs to do to improve this game and all that jazz. So I was going to do some fancy graphics here and there, but I decided just to talk to you guys, and this is just my opinion. I want to hear your opinions down below. So let's talk about what I believe is one of the first things they need to do is get us back to class story. That's right, a lot of people, a lot of you guys in the community have been talking about this, have been wanting this ever since we had a little tidbit of a class story on Rishi in the Shadow of Revan. We need more class story, and I think that's what the story where we are now is kind of missing. People with Onslaught, that we had all that jazz with Onslaught, and the 2 hours of fun that was, and 6-1 where you're just scratching your head going, that's it, okay. What I think really would have complemented that expansion and the game since Revan, to be honest with you, is a continuation of our class stories, because the class stories help us go more in depth with our character, helps us to immerse more with the character, with their class that they are, and the different parts of it that give it its flavor outside of the usual smash and dash and the lightning and lightsabers and bullets and all that fun jazz. But I really like the class story, and that is what has really immersed me into this storyline and into my character. And it kind of there's always that fight of which is the best class story, and there's a reason for that, because every single class story brings something to the front, to the table. Now there are the weaker ones, or some people might, for example, I'm not a big fan of the Trooper story, and the Consular story for me, it takes after chapter 1 to start really kind of getting into it, but it's still kind of cut and dry, just kind of like how the Consular is in general. But then you have the Jedi Knight, and you have the Sith Warrior, and the Agent story. Those are my top 3, which I really like. And right in the bottom, that 4th one right there, I'm a fan of the Bounty Hunter. But no, I'm gonna put Inquisitor. I'm gonna put Inquisitor above that, and then go with the Bounty Hunter. Those are my top 4, I guess 5 rather. Or no, really 4, yeah. Class stories that I like, and I think the class story in general brings a lot to the table, and Swtor needs to revisit that immediately. Now, I'm going to borrow my number 2 one here from World of Warcraft. That's right, World of Warcraft has a mechanic, or a game mechanism or whatnot they put into the game to kind of keep people interested in going back to achieve more, whether it be for loot, whether it be for reputation, whether it be for what have you. But it's called World Quests, and Swtor's kind of, they have their heroics, they have their dailies, they have the conquest stuff, but they don't have something like a World Quest where it's rotating hourly, rotating through half the day, daily. There are a new group of World Quests that come up for you to do and try, some at different difficulties and levels, but this is something that keeps people invested into the game. And yeah, some World of Warcraft had some issues with World Quest because people started getting bored with them, but that's why they started changing them out here and there. And I think that's something Swtor should borrow from to keep people playing. Yes, we're having some changes to Conquest, and I think that's all good, but I think we need to add more to this game to keep people's attention to it and keep people driving and driven for a goal, rather, because in an MMO world and in games in general, unless unless we have a goal that we want to set out and to achieve, people are just going to walk away from the game. That's just God's honest truth. I've walked away from games before just because of that, because I had nothing I wanted personally to achieve in the game. And I think World Quests can help with that, especially when there's rep behind it, or there's loot or cosmetic stuff, or just something that just grabs the player. So I'm going to put World Quests as my number 2. And here's number 3. This one has been requested since the day BioWare announced it. That's why, a wardrobe designer. Yes, we get to go in, we get to change our cosmetics, change what we wear, what we look like, and the outfit designer. And then they said, we're working on the weapon part of it. And then the internet went crazy. And people have been waiting for that for years now. And part of me, and I've said this before in other videos, I really kind of wish that BioWare had never said a darn thing about that, would have just left it alone, or rather would have said, hey guys, this is something we are working on, it's going to take quite a while, hang in there, but they've really kind of left us open-ended in that. But I think they would do well to get on allowing us to change our weapons out, keep the standard weapon that we have with all the goodies inside it, but let us change the cosmetic appeal of it. Yes, there's a lot of coding and stuff involved there, and that's one of the reasons they've been given as to why they haven't gotten it out to us. But call Blizzard and ask how they did it, because they did it and it's like a major feature in their game. I love transmogging, thank you, in World of Warcraft. I love doing that, especially with the weapons, because it just unites and brings everything together. So that's what I'm going to put for my number 3, is to finally get that working. I think that would help at least people in game already to just stay in game, and because they like Swtor fashion. They might not stay for long because I just did that great. Okay, now what I want to do. But that's just my number 3. I think will help things out. Let's talk number 4. The free-to-play community. The free-to-play community makes up the bulk of the Swtor community, the player base. Not everyone's a subscriber. I get that. Not everyone's preferred. Well, a lot of people are, but still. But the free-to-play players and the preferred players, these are the most underrepresented players in this community and the most gated in this community when it comes to experiencing this game to its fullest. Now, that's a model that BioWare decided to go with, and I think it's probably one of the worst free-to-play models out there. One of the best I've ever seen is Star Trek Online, where there is no gated content. Yes, you can subscribe and get, I believe, 500 whatever the coins are called. It's been a while, so I forgot. And you get like some extra cargo space here and there, and you probably I forgot what else you get. But nothing too spectacular. And they have different like lifetime subscription to where you get like a bunch of really cool stuff. I thought about doing it. I think it's like $120, but that is lifetime for the game. Maybe Swtor should start doing something like that in here. Maybe that can I'm going to squeeze this into the top 4 right there, because I just remembered it. But the free-to-play players need more love. They definitely do. And yes, with Onslaught, they were able to get access to more expansions and access to more credit limits and this, that, and the other thing. But I don't think that's enough. I think we need to show them some more love, allowing them into the current expansion, maybe gate a little bit here and there. I obviously don't think they should be gated. That's just me personally. But I think they should be able to come and join the rest of us in Endgame and do all the fun jazz that's there. So, Swtor, fix your free-to-play. It is a horrible system. Now let's talk my number 5. That's right, graphics. Now this is something that you guys bring up quite a bit on my channel in the comment section. It comes up just like, hey, can we go to console? Can we do this? Can we do that? Graphics is the biggest thing. Now, Swtor is not the worst when it comes to graphics and with this engine. However, it's also not the best. Now, I get it. They want this game to be accessed by a myriad of type of people, whether they're sitting here with a top-end computer with multiple screens in front of them, or people who just have an everyday computer and they just want to play the game at the lowest setting so they can actually play the game. I get that. But I think Swtor needs to up its fidelity a bit, up its optimization a bit, and up the graphics a bit to at least join where we are kind of right now. I'm not talking about going to Real Engine or the Frostbite engine and all that jazz. However, that would be really cool, so maybe I do mean that. But they need to upgrade something. Even World of Warcraft has updated its game and its graphics, and it's been really great, and they have come a long way, especially with character models, and I think that is a big one that Swtor needs to work on. I will say, coming from the World of Warcraft world, before they changed and upgraded their models for their characters, I thought Swtor did a fantastic job with how they've designed their characters, how they designed the graphics for that. But now we are almost 10 years in, and the game is showing its age, and not as bad as some others, but it's still showing its age, some wear and tear, and I think it's time to go in there, overhaul it a little bit graphically, and bring it up to the standards of today without breaking everyone's machines. And I'm going to give you my bonus one, number 6, that's right, consoles. Now people are like, well, they can play on the console controller. I think that's a little different. Why not port it to the consoles? There's a big player base in the console world. A lot of you keep commenting on it in my videos that want this game to go to console, and I really believe that that would be a smart play for BioWare to bring Swtor into more houses, into more faces, into more screens. This is a Star Wars story, and I believe far richer than some of the Star Wars stories that we have seen recently and in the past. There's a lot to dig through in this 3,000 years before the Anakin Skywalker fun that happens there. But people need to enjoy this, and I think going to the console area, going into that world, will bring more people to us. You know what? I'm just going to give you a number 7 while we're at it. Boomy's top 7. There you go. Marketing. BioWare. A lot of people will be like, oh, it's all EA's fault. Actually, really, EA kind of leaves it alone. When it comes to marketing, you need to talk to BioWare and get BioWare into marketing this game even more. I mean, they can market it the best now, going, hey, want a better story? Play Star Wars The Old Republic. Since rumors are starting to spread that they will eventually start going into the Old Republic era for their inspiration to make movies and TV shows and whatnot. I think that's a great idea, and I think BioWare would do well to start pushing some more marketing towards this game and pushing it out there to the world. It kind of boggles my mind why they just haven't done that to begin with. And no, the game's not dead. Stop it. Anyways, my friends, leave your comments in the comment section below. What are your top 5 or top 7 or things that you think Swtor can do to improve its game to either keep people in or bring them back or bring the new ones going into the game? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you really like what you see here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become part of the family here at Boomy Nation, the freak show of YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, remember to be kind. It's about community, and don't forget to spay and neuter your Wookiees. We'll see you later. Good day.